like chocolate, la coco. Make she follow me go.
I've started my eye makeup already. If you are interested in this eye look, you guys, please check out the card above. I'm just going to be doing my base while I'm talking. I've never really done this type of video where I'm just talking about something other than makeup. Well, it's related. Okay, it's related. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about makeup, wigs, and men. Makeup, wigs, men, pretty much dating while wearing wigs and wearing a whole bunch of makeup, which I guess is a thing, you know, for a lot of people. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let me prime my face. And so yeah, I started, I've always been a person who wore makeup, you know, since I was like, I don't know, like 16. I never knew how to do makeup properly. Like, I know how to do it properly now. I don't know how to do it properly now, but I definitely know how to do it better than when I was clearly 16 or even a young adult. Okay, and so makeup has always been a part of me, and so I've always had a lot of it, but just not the extent to what I have now. Okay, as a young woman dating, the guys I dated pretty much already knew I wore makeup, you know, a lot of makeup. And I have stories, if you want stories about, you know, some of the guys I've dated. I'm going to tell probably a couple of stories in this video. And for the most part, they've always known that I wear wigs or, you know, fake hair. You know, the guys I tend to go for, they don't be tripping off of makeup and hair. Like, it's not a thing for them, you know, it's just not a thing. And the guys that it is a thing for them, we just don't end up lasting, because why is my wearing a makeup and wigs something for you to be concerned with? You know what I mean? Why are you concerned with that, you know, as a guy? It's just really kind of weird. Most of the, you know, the guys I date, they just want to make sure that you look good. You know what I mean? That you look good, you know, that you're not out there looking crazy. I don't think I'm out there looking crazy or anything like that, so they just kind of go with it, you know? Now, I do know that sometimes I use my hobby of wearing makeup and wigs as a way to, like, filter guys out, you know? I like to filter certain guys out because I just like to see, like, what are you about? Because this is, like, an important part of my lifestyle, and if this part is a problem for you, this isn't going to work between you and I. Like, this relationship is not going to work, you know? So let's not even try it. Let's not even start. Let's not even, you know, attempt to move forward with this relationship. So, like, one particular incident I do remember, I need to get my spray. One particular incident I do remember, I was dating this guy, and we weren't dating for a long time at all. Like, I think we were dating for, like, and just dating, you guys, just dating, you know, nothing more, just dating, you know, just talking, getting to know each other. And so I say we were dating for like about a month or whatever. We were talking on the phone. I can't remember exactly how I met him, but anyway, we were talking on the phone, and, you know, and we decided to meet up. Okay, and so we met up, like, at the mall. We were going to go to the movies, I think, and the movies was in the mall area, and we had looked at the time for the movies, and the movie wasn't ready, and so we decided to walk the mall. Well, if you know about malls, major malls, you know that they tend to have a lot of makeup stores. You know, they have Sephora, Ulta, MAC. And so I was like, ooh, you know, we were walking in the mall, and I said, ooh, I want to stop by this store real quick. He was like, okay, fine, you know. And so we stopped by, I think it was the Mac store. Okay, why? I know he was thinking, why did I do that? Like, why did I stop by the store with this girl? You know? So me, of course, I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I'm like, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at that. I'm asking the sales associate, okay, do you guys have this out? Do you guys have that out? I'm testing out products. I am just pretty much in makeup heaven, okay? And he's like following me around, you know, kind of looking. He doesn't really know what's going on. It's kind of funny. He's just looking. And then, you know, we were there for like a while. Like, let's say the movie started at 5 or whatever. I think we got to the mall like at 3:30. So we were like in the Mac store from like, let's say from 3:30 to like 4:45, like 4:50, right before the movie started. I did that on purpose. I just did that on purpose. I wasn't really feeling the guy, honestly. I don't know. I guess I was trying to run him away or something. I don't know. And so, you know, while we were in the Mac store, you know, at one point he had to sit down because he was like, yo, she not leaving anytime soon. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute stop. We were in that store for like over an hour, you know, while I'm just testing out products here and there, you know, having myself a good old time. And then he was like, wow, you really like makeup. And I was like, I do. I do. And so I think I picked out a couple of things. And so when we got to the register, I looked at him. And he paid for my makeup. Okay. Mind you, I have not been, like, I've been talking to him, like, for about a month. Okay. I have not been really dating him like that. Okay. I think this is one of the first times we went out. I mean, we've been talking on the phone, but I haven't been like dating him like that. Okay. And so he paid for my makeup, and I didn't get that much, but you know, like I got some lipstick, maybe got the Fix Plus, something else. I think I got a concealer, but you know, I didn't get like a lot of things, but I got enough. You know, I got some things. And then after that, you know, we went to the movies, and that was that. You know, I think I ended up not dating him because I wasn't really that interested. Like I said before, I wasn't really that interested in him. So I was like, okay, whatever. You know. And so, like, that's one story. Okay. And so that's the way, again, how I weed out guys, you know. Like on our initial dates or like on our early dates, especially if I don't like them. If I'm not really feeling them and I'm really trying to see where this is going, and you know, I'll take them out. I'll do something like that, which is so weird, you know. So that's one story. Another story would be when I was in an actual relationship with my ex. It was the guy who, I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, but if you are, you probably would have seen it in my stories. It was the guy who did my hair voiceover, my ex-boyfriend. And there's a couple of things with him that were a little problematic with makeup. Like, he knew I liked makeup. He knew I did, you know, I wore wigs. Clearly, he did my voiceover, you know. So he knew that. And so, like, sometimes every time we would be going out and stuff, he will always be like, oh, you don't need any more of that. You don't need any more of that. You know, because I'm always looking. I'm always looking for makeup, looking for this, looking for that. You know, just looking around. But he would be like, oh, no, you don't need any more of that. And it was kind of controlling, you know. I was like, he's kind of controlling, you know. So, no, I did not like that. Okay. And then I know one particular time, he and I were going out to his church. And he's what is it? he's a 7-day Adventist, I want to say. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 7-day Adventist. So he warned me before, like, you know, church was on Saturday, where, you know, typically we go to church on Sundays. So he's a 7-day Adventist. So he was like, look, I know you like makeup, I know you like all of that, but you're going to have to tone it down when you come to my church, because the women in my church don't wear a whole bunch of makeup. They are very, very plain, you know. And so I was like, okay, you know, I was just happy, you know, to be going to church and stuff. So I didn't really, you know, trip off of it. And so I got ready to go to church. He was coming to pick me up, and I really did a very, very minimal makeup that day. Like, very, very minimal makeup. Like, if you saw my natural makeup using all drugstore products, if you saw that video, that's like the type of makeup I did. It was so minimal. Like, it was like non-existent. Okay, non-existent. And so he came to pick me up, and you know, he looked me over. He looked me over to make sure, like, let me make sure this chick is like okay. And I guess he was pleased. He was okay with what I had on. And I had on very, very natural makeup. Very, very natural makeup. And I had on like nude lips. It was kind of like brown. But like a brown, like, because I'm dark skinned. So like a brown, like my kind of nude. You know what I mean? Not like bright pink or chalky or anything like that. It was my kind of nude, you know? And so he hasn't, did you know he had the nerve to say, like, I told you to, you know, to dress conservatively. You got that brown lipstick on. He made it sound like I had some bright red lipstick on or something. It was so muted. It was literally like the way I had that natural makeup video, you guys. It literally was like so muted. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, are you serious? Like, this is not. And when I got there, I mean, the women were playing, you know. But, you know, I saw some women who had some stuff on. Needless to say, you know, he and I we didn't last. I saw a lot of control issues with him. And it wasn't like he liked what I did with my hair and makeup. But I guess, you know, with the church thing, he didn't want me to do all of that, I guess, you know. I mean, I get it, but I just felt like he was being very controlling. So I didn't want to date him at all. Okay, so the last story, and I have more, you know. So if you want to hear more, please press thumbs up. Please make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that your notifications are on. And I'll bring you more wigs, makeup, and men stories. Again, the guys I date, they know I wear fake hair. It's not like a secret. It's not a secret, you guys. I'm not trying to fool anyone. I really am not, you know. Most of the guys I date, they really don't care. You know what I mean? I actually grew up like that. Like, the men in my family, they don't care. They don't. It's not a big deal like it is to other people. I don't know if it's because I'm African. Like, people will be like, okay, you got a wig on? Okay. But anyway, I was dating this. Okay, the other two guys I shared the stories. They were African, Nigerian. This one guy I was dating, he was American. So it's always, I feel like it's always the American men who have issues with it, you know. Okay, so we were dating and, you know, talking back and forth, you know, getting to know each other, blah blah blah, you know. One day we were chilling, and out of the blue he was like, well, can I see your real hair? And I'm like, we're just dating. We're not even in a relationship like that. Why do you want to see my real hair? Like, and I'm like, I really tend to reserve that to guys that I'm really serious with. I'm not just gonna be walking around showing everybody my real hair, you know. No. And so he kept insisting, like, let me see your real hair, let me see your real hair. And I'm thinking, does it matter? Does it matter if I had long hair to my back? Does it matter if I had a bald cut? Doesn't matter, really, you know? And so he kept insisting, and I was like, no. And the thing about it is he wore a lot of hats, you know? He wore a lot of hats. And so I was like, well, let me see what's under your hat, you know? So you clearly see we haven't been dating for a long time, because we clearly haven't seen each other. Like, you know, I haven't seen him under his hat, and he hasn't seen my real hair, you know? And so, let me see what's under, you know, well, let me see what's under your hat. And so, and the more he kept pressing me to see what was under my wig, or whatever I was wearing, the more I kept pressing him, I need to see what's under your hat, okay? And so finally, I guess he showed me what was under his hat, and I was like, oh Lord, put the hat back on. I said, okay, sir, I know why you have, now I understand why you wear hats, okay? I guess he was concerned for me, you know, why I wear wigs or whatever. And I still didn't show him. I still didn't show him my, because that's hella personal. I don't know you like that. Like, we gotta be in a full-fledged out relationship for you to even have that kind of access to me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you don't have that kind of access to me. You don't. You may think you do. I may act like you do. You know, I may pretend like you do, but you don't have that kind of access to me. You're not going to see what's under. It's like, it's just not gonna happen unless if we are in a serious relationship. And there's only been one guy who saw what was under my wigs when he and I were in a serious relationship. And I was so, like, you know, funny about showing him, but when I did show him, he was like, okay. He was like, okay. He didn't make a big deal out of it. But again, I had been dating him for like so long, you know. I hope this story is not all over the place. But yeah, that one guy that I wasn't dating, the guy who saw my hair, my real hair, I was dating him for a long time. Okay, he's also African. He's from Sierra Leone. But this other guy, the hat guy, he's American. I had not been dating him for a long time. Because clearly, you know, I hadn't seen what was under his hat until that day. The type of guys, the guys that I date, honestly, if they have a problem with me wearing makeup and me wearing wigs, you got a problem? I'm going to let that be your problem. Okay? I'm going to let that be your problem. Because it ain't mine. At all. That's that. Alright? So yeah, I'm going to come back with the finished look, so stay tuned.
Okay everyone, this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Also check out the cards above. The eye look will be there. And this is the first time I'm really doing a story time, you guys. Let me know if you want more. I have plenty of other stories. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Your skin, girl, your skin just like pearls. You're back against the world.